morning, everybody. It's morning. Well, it's 4:30. But you'll be seeing this hopefully after 7. But it still will be a morning video, so more of like a day of video now. Because I forgot to record. I was going to record after 10 o'clock last night. I was going to get it recorded before, sometime after 10. I fell asleep about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Woke back up at 11. I think it was 11:30, 11:45. So I was just gonna try to wake back up and get up and try to do my recording. I fell back asleep again, and then I just woke back up a little after 3. And I've just been busy doing trying to wake up and everything. But if you notice, my eyes are red, and I could feel they're still burning. But if you notice, my eyes are red. Last night I was trying to do I can say that now, but last night I was trying to do cut an onion up. We had hamburgers and French fries, and I was trying to dice up some onion because my mom likes to have onion, and she likes it diced up on a burger, on a homemade burger. I don't know how. She just takes it however she gets it when she's at a restaurant. But I cut the onion up like they told, I had a new little dicer blade thing, and I was cut it up into a smaller portion so it'd be easier to dice. By the time I got that thing cut and everything, the fumes from that onion was strong, and my eyes just went burning, and I could not see. I had to go get a wash rag and just not rub it, but just put the pressure of the wet rag, cold rag up there, and it's like, oh. They're still based. I can still feel the burning, but sorry for rambling about that one. But if they're red, that's why. And you'll probably notice it in the afternoon video and the evening video as well. But just letting you know, forewarning you about it. So. Okay. So today is episode 7. What? Should be 7. Are we? Oh, 7:44. I had to stop and think. 7:44. And we're gonna be we're in another The Series video for your glorious Hump Day Wednesday, June the 8th, 2022. And we're gonna be in the number 87 of the Series, talking about the days of youth, beginning with Ecclesiastes 11 verse 9 from Henry M. Morris. So if you're excited about this, we'll smash the like button. Comment something about your days of youth. What do you remember most about your days as a youth? Could be as a high school age, or it could be younger than that. What was something favorite about growing up that you remember, that you always remember to the day you die? Or the day the world ends? Something that you remember from your childhood / school ages. Basically, up until 18. I know you can go on to college, but let's just stick with the younger elementary, middle, and high school ages. What do you remember from those days? Something special that happened, or something you used to love to do at that age? I sometimes wish I could still go back to high school. I love that school so much that I always fantasize about being able to go back, or whatever, after I got out, be able to go back to that time and be able to continue on just just learning. You're not in there to try to go any grade. You just want to go in there and learn and learn and learn. That's the kind of school that was to me. So I just want to go back and learn and learn and learn and be there for every football season and everything I used to do when I was the 4 years I was there. And now the school is now coming up in the fall. The high school is going to be in a new building. After, it started in, what was it, 97? No, 95. That was when the new school started. Wait a minute, no, wait a minute. They started building it in 95. And then they got the thing completed. And in 96, we started in the new building. And then by 97, they had the older building that I went to 9th grade in. The older building was remodeled, redone. And then they had put the middle school. So while we were in the new building, when I was in 10th grade, the whole 10th grade, they remodeled the old school building. I'm glad I got some of the pictures from the older building because they had some pictures on the walls. I'm glad I got pictures of those before we did that. So, but then by 97, they moved to the middle school. Middle school was in a different area. So once they redid that, they put the middle school. So we had the high school, the middle school, and the elementary all in one area. Now I don't know what they're gonna do with the front building. They're probably gonna just go in and redo some of the classrooms and stuff, and then move the middle school out. Let's say that's the whole middle school. Have a big middle school. They're probably getting a lot of middle school kids in. They need more room. The high school's gonna have a whole new building, a whole new football field. So probably they'll use the old field for the middle school games. They're probably just gonna refurbish it, and the middle school has a football team. They'll probably play out there. They'll probably have have that for their football band practice and stuff like that. But then the new high school's got new football field, new track, and oh man, it's an immaculate football field. I've seen the pictures of it. Oh man, I can't wait. Hopefully by the fall, with the new season, I can somehow or another get a trip to go up there to visit some friends in town, in the town area. And then I'll try to go up like on a Friday, run around, and then by that Friday night they'll have a football game in the stadium. Now I call it a stadium because it's a stadium-like look. It's a bigger, but in the football field, and go watch me a game in the new field. Just experience the new bigger field. And, oh man, it's an amazing looking field. But that's my days of youth. Sorry about rambling on about that for too long, but it is what it is. But subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications, share the video and channel with your family and friends. Help me reach that 100 subscriber mark by the end of the calendar-wise summer, and hopefully it will be at a good standing number by the time we get to episode 800, which is now being 44. It is now 56 days away. So in 56 days, I hope to be at a good number, a double-digit number. I don't know what. I'm not shooting for anything. I just want a double-digit, good standing double-digit number. by the time we hit episode 800. But sorry for the rambling for 10 minutes. I ain't even got to what I come here for. So maybe we can knock this out in about 5 minutes and we'll be fine. Okay. So Ecclesiastes 11 verse 9 says, "Rejoice, O young man, in thy youth, and let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth, and walk in the ways of the heart, and in the sight of thine eyes. But know thou that for all these things God will bring them into judgment." So when one reaches maturity and finally old age, he will almost invariably find himself recalling wistfully the days of his youth. Often there will be feelings of regret for wasted opportunities and sinful living, and he would urge young people not to make the same mistakes that he did. Yeah, I wish I'd made a lot of different choices. I would be a different place than I am today. I'd probably have to move back home if I had chosen to pursue my music path that I want to pursue. I'd probably pursue it earlier if I had chosen earlier. I'd probably would have had to come home, because I would have never known my brother was going to be like he was. And if I wasn't here, we would have probably had to have somebody to come in, and if my brother couldn't get off work, we'd have probably had somebody to come by and pick my mom and dad up and take them to appointments if he couldn't get out of work, not knowing he was going to go to do this work for like 3-4 years. He's been working there for a good while while we were in this house. So, but not to know that was going to ever happen. Nobody knows that's going to happen until it happens. You're not expecting something like that to happen. But if it did happen, I would have had to move. I would probably had to move home. I'd probably have to come home and help get everything situated, and then we would have been able to get this place, get everything situated, and then I could have went back up, make sure everybody was well here, and I could have went back up and done. And I'd probably been doing YouTube even earlier. I don't know. I may not have been on YouTube making that decision before then, but unfortunately, most young people tend to listen more to their peers than to their seniors. And as the old cliche has it, too soon old and too soon late smart. Too soon old and too late smart. Sorry, misread it. So the cycle continues generation after generation. Then there had been godly exceptions, of course, such as Mary and Daniel and Timothy, and some today as well, who have maintained a strong stand and witness for God and His Word all their lives. In our beginning passages written by King Solomon in his old age, indicates youth can and should be a time of real joy, but the best joy is the joy of the Lord, Nehemiah 8:10. And such joy is true pleasure and happiness, and is much better than mere fun. So our passage also confirms that the judgment day is coming, and the misdeeds of youth will be judged along with all the rest. Especially good advice was given by Solomon in his next two verses. Verses 10 and 11. It says verse 10 through 12:1. So while therefore remove sorrow from thy heart, and put away evil from thy flesh, for childhood and youth are vanity. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh. Ecclesiastes 11 verse 10 through 12:1. So that must be only 10 verses in Ecclesiastes 11. So that's why it says next two verses. This happens to be verse 10 is the last verse of 11, and then they move on to 12. So I'll have to look that up. But Paul advised young Timothy, lastly, in 1 Timothy 4:12, let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity. Amen? But thinking about that at YouTube, I probably wouldn't have been on YouTube. I probably wouldn't have had my own channel and everything. Although I'd probably have a profile, because I'd have to get on there and watch other videos and want to comment on videos and like and comment, and I would subscribe as anyway. But I probably wouldn't have done my own YouTube channel. Although if I would have met Brooks at an earlier standpoint, Brooks Holt, if I would have met him earlier, well, I probably wouldn't have met him that early. I'd probably been way down the road, and he finally started popping up videos about him. I was like, oh, he's in Nashville? Oh. And I would have found him and went over there, and I probably would have enjoyed his videos, and I'd go over there and be friends with him. I was already be good standard in Nashville, so I would. He just, let's see, 17, 16, about 15 or 16 he started doing. He would do a few golf. He just started doing a blog, and then all of a sudden he started to do the. Well, he was in the music before he started the mini golf, so I probably would have watched him and found out he was in Nashville. I would have looked him up, found his address, and go over and see him and befriend him, and we would be good friends by now. Well, he wouldn't have been, because he's only in his 20s. So he would have been still in school by then. I would have never known him then. So if I'm in Nashville the last few years, he would have popped up on wait a minute, who's this guy? He's right in town. I go over and find him and befriend him. But you know what I mean by that. Things would have been a lot different if I chosen to do other things earlier in life after I got out of high school. I probably would have never went to I probably would have never went to Word of Life. So if I had chosen other paths, if I had chosen to do Nashville earlier than what I wanted to do it, or still want to do it, but if I had chosen that path earlier, there would have been no need for that. I would have never known all these people that Word of Life and that I know now. I would have never known them. I would have never known none of them. I wouldn't have got involved with them. But it is what it is. But tomorrow we're going to be in a regular. Next 2 days we'll be in a regular passage, and then we'll be back in the series on Saturday. So. Sorry about that. But tomorrow we're going to be talking of our Blessed Thankful Thursday, June the 9th, 2022, episode 745, part 1. We're going to be learning about going from disciples to brethren. Beginning with John 20:17. Hey, I like those numbers. I like it where it says the first two numbers are the first two parts of a year. And then the verse is the actual year, so 2017. All from John D. Morris. So stay tuned for that. I'll get to that sometime later tonight. For tomorrow. for tomorrow. But coming up in your part 2 video for today of 7:44, we're going to be talking about generosity and joy in your daily bread passage from Sheraton Voidsey, derived from 1 Chronicles 29, 1 through 9. So stick around to that. I'll get to that in a few minutes, but sorry for the longer video because I had some sessions where I was rambling too much. I rambled for 10 minutes before I even got into the thing. So, but until later, I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Keep on keeping on and trust in God, and He'll keep you safe in all you say and do in 2022 and beyond. And until then, peace out. Until later. Goodbye. God bless. Have a wonderful rest of your Hump Day Wednesday morning. Come back after 1, where we will be talking about generosity and joy. Sounds good. So until later, goodbye.